going? Today's video is going to be my March favorites video. I'm super excited to be filming this because I missed my February favorites, which was sad, but that's okay because I have tons of good stuff to share with you guys today. I have some like skincare, hair care, makeup, and then a few kind of like random lifestyle favorites as well. So this probably will be quite a long video, so grab a cup of coffee, glass of wine, maybe both. But yes, thank you so much for clicking this video. Let's jump into it. The first thing I want to talk about is this guy right here. This is such an amazing product, you guys. This is a new moisturizer from L'Oreal. It is called the Hydra Genius. I got the one for normal to dry skin, but they had one for oily skin, and then they had another one for extra dry skin. But the extra dry skin one came in like a little tub thing, which I don't love. So I went with this one, and I am just so happy with this purchase. It was about $20 just from Shoppers Drug Mart, and I just think that this is such a good product. It has hyaluronic acid in there, which works very nicely for my skin because I do have extremely dry skin. There's dimethicone, so it works super well as a primer. The actual bottle is just super like heavy and like luxurious feeling. I think that this is just such a cool product, and I'm really, really happy I picked it up. It's a perfect daytime moisturizer in my opinion. So if you have been kind of seeing this around and considering it, I would highly recommend. I think that it is awesome. Another skincare item that I wanted to mention are these new sheet masks from Garnier. This is the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Balm, the super hydrating sheet mask. Now this is my third one. I've used two of these already, and I just think that this is such a great sheet mask. Now I'm not like the biggest sheet mask fan, I will be honest. I prefer normally masks that just go directly on the skin because I find sheet masks almost like kind of slip and slide off. This one does not though. It's kind of like a luxurious one where when you open it up, it has that like, you know, like covering on it, that like layer that you peel off and then you put the sheet mask on. So I think it helps to kind of reduce the amount of serum that actually is like, you know, weighing down the mask. And because I think when they're just so heavy, they kind of slip and slide down. But yes, this was like $3.99 or $4.99, like under $5. And I love it. I think that it is so cool that there's these sheet masks available and they're awesome. It says that this one actually also has hyaluronic acid in it. And it says that that is an ingredient naturally found in skin, and it floods skin with intense weightless hydration. That is enjoyable. But yeah, I really, really like this mask. I think that it is awesome and affordable, and I highly recommend them. And I think anything called Moisture Balm, I really connect with that. I like a moisture balm. So yes, my two skincare favorites, and they kind of match. I'll take it. Speaking of matching, I actually have these two hair care products. This is a shampoo and conditioner to talk about as well. This is the Garnier Whole Blends Hydrating Shampoo, and then also the Hydrating Conditioner. And this one has coconut water and vanilla milk in it. Now, I just want to say that I am someone, when it comes to hair care, it is something that I spend money on. I'm happy to buy, you know, more high-end shampoos and conditioners and hair care in general, just because I do have very kind of dry hair to begin with. And I just find that's something that I like to spend my money on, and I find it to be worthwhile. But I picked these up just probably because I love this light blue color so much. But I absolutely love these. I think that the quality of these shampoos and conditioner, of this shampoo and conditioner, is really, really comparable to that of like a high-end shampoo and conditioner, and I just really like them. I think that they're awesome. Have you guys tried these out? Let me know. Am I just crazy? But I love the way my hair feels after I use these. I don't find that there's any sort of like residue, which I can typically find with like, you know, drugstore shampoos and conditioners. And I really like too that this has a bit more of like a natural formula. I guess you could say there's no parabens. It says that there's natural extracts in there as well, and that it softens dehydrated hair, which is totally my issue. So yes, I really, really like these guys. You should try them out. I'm almost out of these ones. They're almost empty, but I picked up, there was a green bottle that had olive oil in it, so I'm excited to try that one. But yeah, I highly recommend these. I think that's such a great, you know, option available at the drugstore. Going from, you know, the drugstore scale of the hair spectrum all the way up to like very high end, I wanted to talk about this mask. This is from Kerastase, and it says that it is the Nutritive Oilio Relax Slim. I don't know. I was looking at this earlier and it came in an actual box, which I'm sure had more information on it, but this is just like a super, super hydrating deep conditioner. You can see how like thick it is. It barely, actually look at, wow, it is so thick in there, but it is just incredible. It smells so good, and I find that this has really, really helped my hair. I use this about once a week. This is not my first tub. I've had a couple of these before. This is not cheap, but I will tell you that if you have super dry, kind of damaged hair, this is an amazing option. What I like to do is I put it on my damp hair, leave it on for like an hour, and then rinse it out. But you don't want to be using this too often, like in that way. I find once a week for my kind of like dry, coarse hair is more than enough. But yes, if you are looking for like an extremely, extremely conditioning, hydrating mask, I would highly recommend this guy. Moving along to my makeup favorites, this NYX Ombre Blush. If you have seen any of my recent videos, you know that I'm going to be mentioning it. This is the Ombre Blush in Strictly Chic. This is the prettiest blush that I have used in a very long time. It is something that I use on a daily basis because I find whether I'm doing kind of like a more full-on glam type of look or just an everyday look, that this is just the perfect shade. It is like this nudie peach, and I love that it does have that ombre effect, so you get kind of like this multi-dimensional look. There's no shimmer in here whatsoever, but it does have a bit of like a sheen to it, so it just makes your skin look so beautiful and natural and glowing. I have just been so into kind of more natural nude blush shades recently, but this has been like my go-to. And I had seen in Glamour magazine that they picked this as their like top blush for their 2017 beauty awards, so that just like sealed the deal for me. And I was like thinking, if Glamour says this is a do, then yes, I love it. I love it. They have like, I noticed actually in Shoppers recently, they have a very like light baby pink one of this, which I totally need to get my hands on. But yeah, I love the formula of it. I just love the shade. Just in general, it is such a good blush. It's awesome. Another product from NYX that I want to mention is this really cool 3-in-1 brow pencil. I think that this is just so innovative and unique and just really convenient and handy as well. So there's actually 3 products within this brow pencil. At the top here, you have the actual kind of like brow pencil, which is very similar in my opinion to the formula of the NYX Micro Brow. In kind of the middle area right here, you unscrew it and you have this kind of like foamy applicator that just has like a powdery type of brow product come out on it. And then on the other side of it, you open it up and you have this like brow kind of gel pomade that has a tint to it. And I just find that I have been reaching for this every single day because it is just so convenient. You have everything you need in this brow product. And I've also been just taking it with me when I go traveling and don't need anything else for my brows, which is so convenient. I got mine in the shade brunette. And so that's the one thing I will say is that for me, if I use all 3 products in here at once, I find my brows look just like a little bit too intense. So what I've been doing is either doing like just the pencil with the brow gel on the outside, just the powder with the brow gel, or on very light natural makeup days, just the brow gel. And so yeah, I just wanted to mention that so that in case you use all 3 products and you are just looking like pretty intense on the brow front, that happened to me as well. So I just kind of like pick and choose which ones I use. And I also think that the brunette shade is just a tinge too dark for me as well. And if I had like the lighter shade, that it probably wouldn't be as, you know, hardcore when I use all 3 products. But yeah, this is just really cool. I love kind of like innovative products, and yeah, this one is awesome. It is really good. I have to mention this single eyeshadow because the amount of use I have got out of this single eyeshadow is insane. I know I've talked about it so much, but it's a favorite of mine, and that is why I always am talking about it. This is the Individual Shadow in Nude Glow from Maybelline. It just has such a beautiful formula. It is so creamy and it applies, you know, the way that like a high-end eyeshadow does, I guess you could say, even better than some of my high-end eyeshadows. And I've just been so impressed with it and using it all the time. It just gives like such like a beautiful metallic foiled look on the eyelids. I used this in my recent tutorial, in the most recent one, I think. I'll link it anyways if you want to see it all over my lid in action, because it is just stunning. And I just think $3.99, you can't beat it. And yeah, just beautiful. I also wanted to mention this liquid eyeshadow from L'Oreal. This is their Infallible Paints eyeshadow in Sunset Fire. It's actually what I have used today, and I did film this look. If you guys want to see this tutorial, it will be posted after this favorites video. But yeah, these are such an innovative, cool product. You don't often find an actual liquid eyeshadow. It's normally, of course, like a cream or like even like a powdered, like a cream to powder finish, but this truly dries down completely liquid. I think that it is just so interesting how it almost feels like, in my opinion, like a liquid lipstick for your eye because it completely dries down. It's what I've used today, and I just, yeah, I think that this is such kind of a cool product. Again, you can see that like the things that I love often are kind of like innovative, cool, kind of like different things, and I think that is this is one of those products. And they have really cool colors as well, like blues and purples and kind of bright shades as well that I want to get my hands on now that I've tried this out and I know the formula is awesome. I just think it's really cool as well that you don't actually have to set these with eyeshadow, like with a powder product. They really do completely dry down and don't crease or move. So yes, I recommend these. I think they're really cool, and yeah, keep your eyes out for that tutorial coming up. Another product that I have to mention is this powder bronzer from Lancome. Powder bronzer. Why did I say it like that? I feel like I just said liquid eyeshadow, so I said powder bronzer, but anyways, just bronzer over here. This is from Lancome, and this is the Star Bronzer Natural Matte in Sunswept. I just love this bronzer so much. I have been reaching for it every single day. I love the shade of it. It's not too warm. It's not too cool toned. And I love that it is not completely matte. It actually does have a little bit of like a satin finish, so it just looks really natural and glowing on the skin, which is really nice for this time of year especially. And I think I also just love this product because I've never heard someone else talk about it. And whenever I find a product that is like, you know, not hyped up, people don't talk about, I like it even more because I feel like it's my little secret or something that I'm now sharing with all of you. But yes, this is such a great bronzer. I highly recommend it. It is from Lancome, so it's a little bit pricier, but I think that it is so worth it. I love it. And I like the packaging as well. It almost has like a tortoise shell type of feel to it, just very like classy and elegant. So yes, I really, really like this bronzer. I love it. I listen to audiobooks all the time for my job. I drive around for like the majority of the day, so audiobooks really help me kind of pass the time. And my favorite one that I've listened to recently is called Modern Romance by Aziz Ansari. And some of you might know Aziz Ansari is a comedian, and he is just hilarious. But this book, you guys, is so cool. Most times, like comedians or celebrities, when they release a book, it's like a biography or like they're talking about their lives, which I really like those books as well. But this Modern Romance book by him is not like that at all. It's actually all about the way that relationships and marriage and like the way that we find partners and whatnot has changed over the past, like, well, quite like he goes all the way back like from like 100 years ago, and it is so interesting. He talks about how like social media has influenced how we find people today, different, like, you know, he talks about like Tinder, and all in all, it's just such an interesting book. I think whether you're single or married or, you know, of any age, I think you'd find it quite interesting to listen to. And he just makes it hilarious. It's actually one book that I would totally recommend listening to, like the audio version as opposed to reading it yourself, because he makes it even funnier with all of his like voices. And I don't know, it was just such an enjoyable book and like very interesting as well. So definitely check that one out. It's called Modern Romance. And the last thing I want to talk about is a podcast, because like audiobooks, if I find a good podcast, I get super into it because, again, since I'm driving around all day, it's awesome to listen to. And I found one recently called S-Town. If you are a fan of Serial, I loved Serial. I listened to that entire podcast twice because I found it so fascinating, like the first season of Serial, but it's from the producers who make Serial. It is so interesting. It's called S-Town, which is actually like Shit Town, but you know, they're keeping things PG, and it is so interesting. So I highly recommend it. I'm only like halfway through, so I don't even really know how it ends, so please don't spoil it if you've listened to it, but it is so interesting and just well done. And there's like 7 episodes, about like an hour long each, I think. So yeah, just I love listening to podcasts when I'm driving or like cleaning the kitchen or like organizing my makeup or something like that. So yes, definitely check out Modern Romance and S-Town. So that is everything that I have been loving. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video. Make sure you leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favorites have been over the past month. And yeah, I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing, because it means so much to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.